First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Unsuccessful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This offense has come out swinging here as they're going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. A run. It's Mims with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I almost see more of them trying to get him to put ball out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short on the play.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should be looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Adam Troutman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Lions nothing.
Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 for last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
7-7, our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll go play action with Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 71 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Something lost in my soul. Every time I start to believe something taken from me.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. Every play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run for Gibbs here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And off to Gibbs headed right here. Well, they'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
We go tonight.
Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be a 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Goff now to throw. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Off the play fake. Nix. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down right around the 25. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
2 yards on the pickup.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Nix. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun is Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Broncos.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On play action, here's Nix. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. The final shot before break. Nix. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Devils can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't feel it no more. Some of them don't feel it no more. Give a dump in the minute, but can't steal it no more. All the way when they chilling on shore.
It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they're working across midfield. 149 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
We go tonight.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Gibbs straight ahead. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameer Gibbs, 41 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up and tied in the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that would mean the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 3rd and 9.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nix to the air.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's Mims. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Nix. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give, right side for Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it. Might get the quarters grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for a while in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with Gibbs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Take it down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
Here it is. 4th and goal.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Touchdown.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Bombers. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
He's back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself and avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Denver.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 31-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Lions are going to win this game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.